A business today does not have the right of freedom no more. We are nothing but a government subsidy that goes out here 6 and 7 days a week and takes people and works them for a paycheck that they can't wait to tax. They're going to take it and they're going to tax it when they earn it, and they're going to tax it when they spend it, and then they're going to tax it if they save it. So today you have to ask yourselves, are you really retired or comfortable? Are you comfortable knowing that the Chinese government owns 40% of your country today? Are you comfortable knowing that as you move forward, your Social Security is at risk because your Congress and Senate is spending your money while you're sitting here today? I'm going to assure you there's some of them on the phone. When we talk about lobbyists, there should be a reform law to disallow lobbyists to come into Washington ever again. That is the most corruption in the world today. These people are in there influencing congressmen and they're influencing senators to do things that are unethical and wrong, and they have found a legal way to steal. And that's what they're doing. They're padding them checking accounts. They're building a lockbox of dollars for these people to salvage their seat and fight to income. Because it's hard to run against an incumbent with all this campaign reform. Incumbent sits and serves and puts hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank. A well-builder like me goes and sees all of his clients and friends and neighbors and people that support him, and the most they can give him is $2,400. How long does it take to collect $500,000 or $2,400 when they don't have a job because their jobs have been sold out? They sold their jobs out. They turned right around and enacted a law and said, let's give all of them that don't qualify a loan to buy a home because we want equal opportunity for all. And they gave it to them. They gave it to them. What did it do for us? It took this great country to an all-time high off of the backs of the builders and off of the backs of those out here to providing services. These services were provided while the houses came up and they hid them jobs going overseas. When they realized that the banks were going broke, not really, AIG was going broke because they were over there giving it all back to the congressmen so they could put it in their account so they'd have money to save their seats so they could keep them a job. It's wrong. I'm telling you, what they're doing in Washington is wrong. It's corruption in the worst kind of way. Now they've done all of this, now all of a sudden the curtain has failed. Where are we at today, folks? Unemployment as high as 14% in some of the 6 districts, 11% in others. Why are we there? Because there's no jobs. Why aren't there any jobs? Because we saved the banks. On the backs of the American people, they went and bought the banks out and told them, you're going to hold a reserve. Now, where did that reserve go? That reserve's sitting there so people like me that own a small business that create jobs, we can't create a job today. Because we can't borrow no money. Because they don't care. You know what the bank would tell me today if I walked in? Show me 6 months of progression profit and we'll talk to you. Now, get this. I get a letter in the mail the other day that says you qualify to refinance your house at a fixed 3.2% interest rate. Sounds good, don't it? Till you call them and they say, how many payments are you behind? None. Got credit card debt? I've got credit cards. How many payments are you behind that? Well, you don't qualify. Hold on a minute. What do you mean I don't qualify? Well, you don't qualify because this is special money from the federal government, part of the bailout. Wouldn't that forbid it? Bailout. Let's bail out America. The hole's too big in the boat, my friends. You can't plug it. It's going down too fast. But I don't qualify because I pay my bills on time. That's wrong. America is going to a socialized country because we have no resistance to stop it. And the reason I got in this race is I'm not running against our Congressman Howard Cole because I like him. I'm running to give you a choice. I don't know about you. I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it. When I hear the word fair tax, you know the first thing I think? Not how we're going to tax them, but how we're going to stop spending. That's what we got to do. Until somebody stands up and asks the Congress, point blank, flat-footed, without question, who do you people really represent? Is it the lobbyists in the ballot, or is it the people in your district? Who do you really care about? Is it your friends across the aisle, or is it the people in your district? We talk about term limits. Would term limits fix this? Absolutely not. Let's talk about democracy. What is it? Why do we even go to the polls? You people are smart people. You didn't get where you got today by not being smart. For more than 200 years, people have walked in the polls and made decisions. Good decisions. They've elected presidents and senators and congressmen and city council, county commissioners, all the way down the line. And it's because you're an informed voter. Why do we talk about term limits? The first thing that comes to mind is ACORN. What is that? More Washington corruption. It's all it is. It's a pit of hell. It is headed that way, as a man would say, in a handbag. There's no way that we can sit back and allow these people to continue on the way they have. And I'm in this race to give you a choice. The choice is you can send somebody to Washington that's mad about what they're doing. You can send somebody there to put them to sleep. Or you can send back what we have. Unfortunately, if you send back what we have in any seat in the race, the message is, it's okay. The 6th District don't care. Get them up, boys. Let's spin. This crowd's fine. Well, I'm not happy about it. That's why I'm here today, to give you a choice. I encourage you to go home tonight, or go to your room, or your house, or wherever it is that you can get alone and think about it. And while you're thinking, take a moment and pray about it. This country needs prayer worse than anything. That's another thing the fair tax does. If you go into churches and they're having money, they're trying to raise money and they're selling tickets, they're going to tax them for that. 24% of your gift of a ticket to try to help that church prosper. Got a problem with that. I have a problem with taxes, period. Bigger problem with government. And my biggest problem is America's being sold. It's time to take it back. The time is now. If we don't take America back, America's going to take us. There was a statement once said that when your country gets big enough to give you everything you need, your country's big enough to take everything you got. And I think they've realized that, and they've sought out to take it. And with that, I'll close for questions. Thank you.
I think you asked your own questions and answered them already.
Well, I just answered their questions in a way I think they want to hear the answer.
Well, we thank you for answering all these questions that haven't appeared before, and we appreciate your coming.
Well, thank you so much.